Good afternoon, I'm Marcus Brown and here are your headlines at 3:45. Commuter chaos. Southampton prepares for a season of Christmas cancellations, but how will you be affected? Plus, answering your questions on the future of the city. The election campaign comes to Solent University. And what do you picture when you think of Southampton? The children's artwork inspired by our city. 27 days of train cancellations and delays will begin on Monday, with no resolution in sight between South Western Railways and the RMT union. South Western stressed that more than half of the weekday trains will still run, but commuters in Southampton are bracing themselves for chaos. Our reporter, Natalia Diaz, has more.
There's movement today on these tracks at Southampton Central train station, but from Monday it will be much quieter here. 600,000 passengers journeys South Western Railways serves daily will be affected by an ongoing strike over the role of train guards by RMT union members. The strikes will begin from midnight on Monday for 24 hours. Then again, from midnight on Friday the 13th of December right through until Christmas Eve. A third strike will take place from midnight on December 27th until New Year's Day.
This longer strike can create an even bigger disruption in the run-up to Christmas, turning into one of the biggest strikes in British railway history.
I commute from home, so I'm not bothered too much, but it's a bit of a pain in the neck. Prices are going up all the time as well, and trains are just rubbish, to be honest. They're completely useless, so it's a bit of a pain.
Well, I commute every day. I work just across the road. With all the restrictions that are going to be happening, it's going to cost me a lot more money in delay repay, which I'm not going to get back after a good 6-7 months. So it's a bit of a pain, really.
Obviously, it's harder to get around, harder to get to work, I guess.
We want to keep a card on every train, and we want to make sure that they have a safety critical role on that train. So, that when you go on there, you haven't just got somebody, that's a kind of decoration. There's somebody that you can actually go to and ask for assistance in any kind of situation.
But the RMT union says its members have been left with no choice but to strike. But SWR says it's unnecessary as they will keep guards on every train. They will provide longer trains to compensate. Natalia Diaz for Solent Journalism.
Solent University students have had the chance to ask their burning questions to representatives of the main parties standing in the Southampton Itchen constituency. Holly Busby has more.
The Southampton Itchen constituency candidates answer questions from students. Despite the low turnout, they had plenty to say. The scrutiny from the audience was evident, with the hot topic of today's hustings being social care and the benefit system.
All these issues are about resourcing, and there was a political decision made back in 2010 when the Liberal Democrats and Conservatives came into power that one place they would go looking for savings was the benefits budget.
We believe in the way that we believe that the quickest route out of poverty is for people to be able to access work. And it's not just because they can earn money, it's because it does much more for them personally.
With regards to these various things, PIP, universal credit and so on, this to us I think feels like system failure, frankly. Talking about lessons learned, making mistakes. I mean, frankly, when you're dealing with those kind of systems that are really dealing with the poorest in our country, you don't have the headroom to make mistakes.
We ask politicians things and say it's like border control. Rather than talk to politicians about border control, we're much better off talking to a retired customs officer. People that are experienced in that field.
Obviously, the Liberal Democrats are in favour of the idea of universal credit. It is a good idea to simplify the benefit system into one accessible kind of welfare. But it ruins the system when you put it in the hands of, as it was originally done, Ian Duncan Smith.
The elephant in the room today was Brexit, with these students encouraged to concentrate on December the 12th in order to get their voice heard. This is Holly Busby for Solent Journalism.
And these are the main representatives of the Southampton Itchen constituency. A man who was captured on CCTV stealing from a pensioner's purse at a home in Southampton has been jailed for 15 months. 37-year-old William Hunt of No Fixed Abode pleaded guilty to the theft at the house on Paynes Road in September. Lewis Capaldi's sellout gig at Southampton Guildhall has been called off. The 23-year-old Scot was due to play this evening, but this afternoon announced he was struggling with his voice and was seeking medical treatment. To find out how you can claim a refund for your ticket, head to our website, solentjournalism.co.uk. Meanwhile, ticket booking site Ticketmaster have recently updated their booking systems for deaf and disabled fans. It follows a report that revealing a high percentage have trouble with the current booking process. To explain the issues, let's cross to Ellie Chivers. Ellie?
Tickets for Little Mix's Southampton show went on sale this morning. But did you know that 83% of disabled fans are put off from buying concert tickets due to complications with the booking process? A State of Access report by UK disability charity Attitude is Everything also found that 88% of disabled fans felt discriminated against by the booking systems. But purchasing tickets is only half the story. Venue access plays a huge role in the enjoyment of gigs, but only 62% of smaller venues offer disabled toilets. Wheelchair user Emma Dobson has had problems booking and accessing concerts in Southampton.
So the one that I've been to here was at Southampton Guildhall. Say it was like a standard gig for me, kind of like the way it went, because as far as I remember, it was calling up through a specific ticket line to get a ticket. But we're on a raised platform, which again is a standard thing for how gigs work for a wheelchair user. But the raised platform was right at the back, and that didn't really make much sense to me because I guess the entire idea of a raised platform is that I can see the show better. The other poor experience was for Liverpool Echo Arena for a mixed martial arts show that I went to. They said they'd lost my forms that I sent, and I had some proof of disability as well. So I had to then resend them via email and then go and pick my tickets up from the arena on the day.
Well, the Guildhall said it would be difficult to put the platform anywhere else. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for what was Liverpool Echo Arena said, "We are sorry to hear she was disappointed with her experience, but making entertainment accessible for all is important, and their systems comply with the Equality Act of 2010. Booking site Ticketmaster have introduced a new system, currently only in place at Cardiff Motorpoint Arena and Glasgow Scottish Event Campus, which hopes to reduce the number of disabled fans having issues buying tickets. Hopefully that will be rolled out here soon too." Marcus.
Thanks, Ellie. Well, those tickets you mentioned there went on sale this morning, but haven't sold out. They'll be at the Aegeus Bowl in July for their 7th headlining tour, with tickets starting at £62. In an attempt to give the city more colour, competition winners have been given the opportunity to display their artwork outside the Guildhall. The school children were asked, what does the city mean to them? Hannah Watkins has more.
Have you been to the Guildhall Square recently? Well, if you head there now, you'll see the street brightened up by artwork designed by children in Southampton. A competition was opened up to school children aged 5 to 11 who submitted their artwork about what the city meant to them to make a more vibrant and colourful area. Starting last year, John Hansard Gallery, Go Southampton, Balfour Beatty and Southampton City Council came together with representatives from each organisation to choose the 6 final winners. Rebecca Hanley, Operations Director from Go Southampton, explains the importance of the project.
I think it's really important that you can bring kind of the urban landscape into a really vibrant area, and actually using street art, and especially one that's driven by kind of school children, and bringing that community element into it is really important.
Once the 6 winners were picked from over 280 pupils, they saw their finished designs at the John Hansard Gallery and on the road by the Guildhall Square. Installed by Southampton City Council and Balfour Beatty Highways Partnership, the team worked throughout the night to bring the artwork to life at the heart of the cultural quarter. The students were encouraged to find inspiration from what they see every day around the city, such as road markings, parks, street signs and different buildings. Winning designs included the Southampton's clock tower, and one student decided to focus their artwork on the ships, bringing out the iconic parts of the city. The organisers have made clear how successful it has been and hope to work on more projects like this in the future. This is Hannah Watkins for Solent Journalism.
With tomorrow being Black Friday, online and high street shoppers alike are ready to secure a bargain, but are they truly getting the best deals? Consumer group Which found that 95% of Black Friday deal items were available for the same price or cheaper in as little as 6 months. Out of the 83 products they tracked in 2018, only 4 were found to be at their cheapest price. Many deals have been offered all week, diluting the meaning of Black Friday.
I'm not bothered about Black Friday at all. Waste of time. You can get any bargains you like any time of the week if you look for them.
No, to be fair, I've pretty much done everything I needed to do, so I've only come in to get the last couple of bits.
So have you seen any deals like in the shops today that tempt you?
No, nothing at all.
When we think of Christmas, we think of red, but why not be more green this year? We use over 230,000 miles of wrapping paper each year, but with this simple scrunch test, you can find out whether the paper itself is recyclable. If the paper stays scrunched, that paper can be recycled, but if it bounces back, you're out of luck. If you want to find out more on how to make your Christmas more eco-friendly, then check out the story at solentjournalism.co.uk. That's it from us today. You can find all our stories and more online or follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Have a good evening.